So, in the section 38, it says in the book that it is hereby declared the policy of the state to empower Filipino farmers and fisherfolk, particularly the women involved in the agriculture and fisheries, through the provision of timely, accurate, and responsive business information and efficient trading services which link them to profitable market for their products. So in this section, um, it will give an opportunity to the Filipino farmers to widen their knowledge with regards to the area of business trading, service, in order for them to connect to their market producers. So in the section 39, it says in the book that the market information system shall be installed for the use and benefit of, but not limited to, the farmers, fisherfolk, cooperatives, traders, processors, and the LGUs in the department. So in this section, this means that beyond these main groups, there are many groups of people that can benefit from this, like the consumers, educators, and investors can benefit from the reliable market information. So in the section 40, which is the marketing assistance system, it is said in the book that the department shall establish a national marketing assistance program that will immediately lead to the creation of a national marketing umbrella in order to ensure the generation of highest possible income for the farmers and fisherfolk, or groups of farmers and fisherfolk, matching supply and demand in both domestic and foreign markets. So in this section, the marketing assistance program, the sections that says that the Department of Agriculture must create a national program para makahelp sa farmers and fisherfolk to sell their products. So, pinagyan ng program, this will make it easier to match with the farmers and fisherfolk that selling with the other people need, both in the Philippines and abroad. So, ang main goal good aning section is to help the producers sell their products for the best possible price and to increase their income. The section 41, or the information and marketing services, it is hereby said in the book that the NIN shall be set up from the other department level down to the regional, provincial, and municipal offices within 1 year from the approval of this act, taking into account existing information network system. The NIN shall likewise link the various research institutions for easy access to the data on agriculture and fisheries, research and technologies, all department, agencies, bureaus, research institutions, and local government units shall consolidate and continuously update all relevant information and data on a periodic basis on and make such data available on the internet. So in this section, which is the National Information Network, or the NIN, um, they will collect the data with the DA to the regional and provincial and local offices, para kaning network will provide a important data about the agriculture and fisheries, such as the current market prices, research updates, and supply and demand information. The NIN will also make this data available online so that the farmers can easily access it. Then the network will link research institution to share with new technologies. And so in the section 42, which is the information and marketing services, it's said in the book that the NAN shall provide information and marketing services related to the agriculture and fisheries, which shall include the following. So sa A and B is the supply and demand. So the supply and demand, they help the producers know what is demanded in the market, what is needed in the market. Then the letter C, which is the price and price trends, to let the consumers and the producers that the price is changing time by time. And then the product standard, to let the producers kanang know nga kaning the product meets the quality para ma-market siya sa local and sa international market para po mataas silang profit. Ana is the letter E, which is the directory of but not limited to cooperatives, traders, K-marketers, K-market centers, processors, and business institutions concerned with agriculture and fisheries at the provincial and municipal level. So, kani silang mga institution is kanang reconnect the farmers and the fisher folk to the buyer and the seller, and then kani pong research information and technology generated from the research institution involved in the agriculture and fisheries. Ini sila is kaning sila ni ang ganing himo og mga updates to keep the farmer informed about the new ways to improve their production. Then kaning international and regional and local market forecast, kani sila is they help the producers prepare for the future changes in demand and the prices. And then kaning just sa resource accounting data, kana sila is kato na silang ginagamit sa mga farmers and sa fisher folk, which is the water and soil and fish stock. So farmers and fisher folk use this resource wisely and sustainable. So with this information, the farmers and the fisher folk can make a smarter decision about what to produce and how to price and where to sell it. So the section 43, which is the initial setup, it is said in the book that the department shall provide a technical assistance in setting up the NIN at the local level through the cooperatives and the LGUs, provided that the local level a system that will make marketing information and service related to the agriculture and fisheries will be readily available in the city municipality public market for the benefit of the producers and the traders and the consumers. And the very best example of this is the kaning mga prices na nga naa sa market, which is katong dako na bird. So did they able help the local areas to set up the NIN by working with the cooperatives and the LGUs, local information centers, often in the city or the municipal markets, will be available to make sure the farmers, traders, and the consumers have easily access to the data they need. The section 44, the role of the government agency. So, akong i-mention ng kaning specific na government agencies na ako din i-discuss, then ayaw rin kumipasit sa lain. So, the first is the Bureau of the Agriculture Statistic. It is said in the book that it will serve as the central information server and will provide technical assistance to the end users in accessing and analyzing product and market information and technology. So, kaning Bureau of Agriculture Statistic or the BAS, sila ang serve as a primary source of agriculture and marketing data within the agriculture and within the market or in the NIN. And iyang role ani is to collect and maintain and sila po nang ga-update sa comprehensive database on the agricultural products, market trends, and relevant technologies. So, by providing this data, the BAS will help the end users to make informed decision, improving productivity and market competitiveness. So, also ang BAS is the support users in interpreting this data, ensuring that the technical information is understandable and actionable. Next is ang Department of the Transport and Communication, or the DOTC. It is said in the book that the Department of Transport and Communication shall provide technical and infrastructure assistance to the department in setting up the NIN. So the DOTC role is to provide an infrastructure and technical assistance necessary for setting up the NIN. This includes ensuring the network has reliable communication and transportation, facilities to support the data flow. By setting up this system, DOTC helped create a robust infrastructure that enables smooth data transmission, allowing the Department of Agriculture effectively implement and manage the NIN. So next in the list is the LGU. So the LGU shall coordinate with the Department for Technical Assistance in order to accelerate and establish and training of information to the end users in their respective jurisdiction. So ang LGU nag-check ng pinaka-important na role in this coordination. So, with the partnership with the Department of Agriculture to establish training programs for the end users, they help bring the NIN to local communities, ensuring that the farmers, fisheries, and other agricultural workers in the various regions have access to the valuable market technology information. LGUs work with the department to facilitate training session. The department facilitates training session that empower local youth to access the network effectively, accelerating the information flow to the rural areas. So, kaning LGU kay makik-partner sila sa DA para matrain ang mga mogamit ani nga mga farmers or the fisheries para po makanang mas maayo ang ilang paggamit o kahibalo sila. So next here is the CDA, which is the Cooperative Development Authority. So it is said in the book that the Cooperative Development Authority shall coordinate with the Department for Technical Assistance in order to provide training assistance to cooperatives in the use and analysis of market information and technology. So ang CDA is responsible siya to support the cooperatives by providing them a training on the NIN resources, since cooperatives play a crucial role in agricultural development. So this training helps cooperative members understand and apply market information, analyze trends, and leverage technology for better decision making. So CDA involvement encourages cooperatives to maximize the benefits of the NIN, strengthening the agriculture productivity at the community level. So next is the section 45, which is the role of the private sector. So it is said in the book that the NIN shall likewise be accessible to the private sector engaged in agriculture and fisheries enterprise. The department shall formulate guidelines and determine fees for private sector entities that use in the NIN. So the private sector, including the agribusiness and fisheries enterprises, can access the NIN information. The Department of Agriculture will set a guidelines for the private sector access, including establishing fees which will help regulate usage and ensure sustainability of the network. So, allowing the private sector access to the NIN encourages investment in the agriculture as business. We can use this as a data to make informed decisions, anticipate to the market trends, and improve their supply chain and production process. This collaboration and production process foster dynamic information exchange, supporting a more resilient and competitive agricultural economy.
Criteria of prioritization. The criteria of prioritization is to implement the most impactful nga makakontribute sa economy og dako nga tabang in order for it to be successful sa iyang area. For example, nagad og project sa government para sa farm-to-market roads kay nakita nila isa ni sa mga dako kayo nga problema sa farmers karon. Mao nang nahitabo ng plataporma nga build project para mas mapadali ang delivery access sa mga farmers og dili na kayo sila maghasol sa expenses nga ilang nagasto tungod kay mahal ang karga tungod sa guba nga mga dalan. Second, public infrastructure facilities. The public infrastructure and facilities help us in our daily basis. kanisya is mao ang backbone sa society kay tungod ani mohinay ang function sa economy kung wala ang PIF. Kay diri palibot ang pagwork sa roads, ports, tunnels, electricity, and etc. Almost all of the basic needs of the economy kay diri mao ang gina-provide na mga projects. Next, private infrastructure facilities. Private infrastructure facilities is a projects that the private company implement or a private-public partnership. Its functions is also same with PIF. The only difference is that it is owned by a private company or a partnership between private company and government. Example of their works are the toll highways or bridge, airports, railways, power plant, and etc. Next is Public Works Act. So the Public Works Act plays a crucial role in assessing the projects in public highways, considering the cost of direct and indirect result in agriculture and fisheries. For example, naghatag og funds si government para sa project ng electricity sa isa ka lugar, but then naay possibility na mo-grow ang farm or dili. It means that the effect of public works may be direct or indirect. The next one, fish ports, seaports, and airports. These ports are what mold our industry today. Kay kani nga mga ports ang gakahimong logistics, integrative and send sa mga products nga gina-export o import internationally. Tungod sa FSA, the agricultural produce and fisheries can now be exported to different parts of the world without spreading any diseases. Kaya naanay phytosanitary centers ang kaninga mga ports that determine whether ang isa ka product is carrier of a disease. Lastly, farm-to-market roads. Farm-to-market roads must be the one of the top priority of the government to implement because most of our farmers today struggle to deliver their produce without getting damaged or to pay large amount of money because they have to rent expensive mode of transportation tungod kay pangit kayo ang dalan. And this cause a big problem sa atong mga farmers kay dili na nila maabot ang kapital na ilang gigasto kaysa pag-deliver pa lang daan mahal na kayo mao nang dagan gakalabay karon nga mga gulay tungod di na nila makaya mo gasto pag-deliver kay mahal na kayo tas barato la kayo ang presyo sa mga gulay na ilang gipang baligya. That's all. Thank you.
No.